Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will bring you along a couple of days in and around one of the most iconic cities in the Côte d'Azur, the city of Cannes, where I stayed in the absolutely beautiful Hotel Carlton. Cannes is synonymous with luxury and charm, known not only for its film festival, but also for its high-end shopping boulevard, the Croisette, its beach clubs and the waterfront hotels, among which the Carlton is probably the most iconic, and one that is so deeply connected to the history of the city and region for over 100 years now. We stayed in a suite facing the Bay of Cannes with the most amazing views, and we were welcomed with such mouth-watering and eye-pleasing treats by pastry chef Jean-François Barberis and a few other treats and kind messages from the team, which made sure the stay, despite short, was perfect from start to finish. Besides the amazing views, which you can get from pretty much every room, including a small glimpse from the bathroom, the suite was very spacious, beautifully decorated, and filled with that unique, beautiful light of the Côte d'Azur. After overcoming the first impact of such beauty, we settled in and sat for a while, diving into the technical perfection and impeccable taste of a couple of the pastries that had welcomed us, all while admiring these views even more. I then prepared myself a cup of tea and went for a quick and easy skincare routine with my new FOREO silicone LED face mask. I partnered with FOREO Sweden on this video, which kindly sent me their FAQ 202 LED face mask, and I was really excited to try it, as the constant traveling does really take a toll on my skin. We can always use some extra help with revitalizing our skin and giving it a better tone and texture. Each of the mask's 8 different LED wavelengths, which also include near-infrared, help with specific aspects of our skin health, from brightening the skin to combating signs of aging and reducing spots and hyperpigmentation. While you can use specific LED lights independently, you can also connect the mask to the FAQ Swiss app for preset treatments. Since they take at most 15 minutes, it is a quick routine that I can easily incorporate every other day into my travel plans, and the fact that the mask is so comfortable to wear allows me to relax while reading a book or simply contemplating the views. I am also very happy to share with you my exclusive 30% discount code, which you can find on the screen and in the description box. And for those of you celebrating Mother's Day in May, this is the perfect opportunity to buy your mother or yourself a very special gift. In the end, I can tell I felt my skin smoother and firmer, and I finished just in time to enjoy my tea before getting ready to head out for a late afternoon walk by the beach. On a beautiful sunny day, I love the light and atmosphere in the Croisette. On a nice spring day, it feels so good to walk along the boulevard between the hotels and the beach clubs, with the late afternoon light making the palm trees glow in a golden tone as the sun sets behind the diffuse silhouette of the Esterel Massif. As the beach club started welcoming the first guests for dinner, I headed back to the Carlton as I had a dinner reservation at the restaurant Riviera. I quickly changed from a skirt to pants for dinner and put a light blazer on top. If you want to know more about my outfits from my French Riviera trip, you can check the link in the description box. As it is still spring and the evenings get chilly, we sat inside by the window at the Riviera, the more casual restaurant in the Carlton. We went for a light selection of dishes, starting with a delicious Provençal goat cheese tartlet that so perfectly mixed the crumbly texture of the pastry with the firmness of the veggies and creaminess of the cheese. We then followed up with a delicious sea bass fillet with Nerona risotto and a roasted octopus, before finishing with yet another delicious pastry delicacy, a perfectly made vanilla Saint-Honoré. And with that, our day came to an end, and we just made ourselves comfortable back in our suite and took another peek at Cannes and its bay before going to sleep. The following morning, the sky had a fine layer of fog, but it still let show some beautiful pinkish tones in the distance. We ordered breakfast to the room, as I would hardly miss another opportunity to take in all of these views. As we ate, life outside started to get progressively more vibrant, with people starting to walk along the Croisette, the beach clubs preparing for yet another sunny spring day, and the odd swimmer cutting through the still, turquoise waters of the bay. We still had a couple other sweet treats left from the day before that we had kept to try after breakfast this morning, and so we did. Before going out to explore Cannes in the morning, we stopped by the courtyard of Carlton, a space that is so very quiet compared to the hustle of the city outside, and with a beautifully gardened area and pool area, perfect for relaxing any time of the year. Our first stop in our order of business for the morning was the Provençal market of Cannes. If you have been following my travels here on YouTube, you know I love my French markets, so I had to go to this one as well. On our way there, we walked along the Croisette beach and passed by the famous red carpet of the Palais des Festivals, which will host all the brightest movie stars in just a couple of weeks. The Cannes market, or Marché Forville, is currently divided into two sections not far from each other due to renovations of its main location. It takes place every day in summer, and in the rest of the year it only closes on Mondays, and it is always bustling with that high energy that characterizes the markets in the south of France. Our next destination before heading back for lunch at the beach was the lesser known but very picturesque old town of Cannes, the Suquet. With narrow cobble streets winding up to the top of the hill and so many picturesque corners, this is one of my favorite parts of Cannes. In spring and early summertime, it gets so beautifully flowery, and the views from the top to the Bay of Cannes, the Croisette, the Léron Islands in the distance, and the hills surrounding Cannes are just postcard perfect. You can discover this and all my other suggestions of beautiful old towns to visit in the French Riviera on my guide to the region.
peasant family of four. But trouble winds started blowing up dust. Soon the man was called into duty, and go he must. But he said, love conquers all. It takes your biggest worries and make them small. Yes, love conquers all. Don't be sad, my
After an hour or so exploring the Suquet, walking up and down its narrow streets and admiring the views from the top, we came back down and went back to the Carlton for a lunch under the warm sun at their beach club. The atmosphere here was so much more lively, a big contrast to the quiet streets of the Suquet, but it was the right energy to kickstart the rest of a sunny afternoon. We started with a fresh cocktail and a couple lobster rolls for each one, before moving to our mains with coquille Saint-Jacques and guinea fowl with mushrooms, pear and roasted apple. We then finished with a lemon sorbet and a very fresh mango finger. For the rest of the afternoon, we went to the beautiful Mimosas forest, just 30 minutes driving from Cannes, for some hikes surrounded by nature to burn all the additional carbohydrate we ate in the stay. In late winter time and early spring, the forest is covered in a vibrant display of yellow flowers. This is a detour that is worth the visit if you have the time and love a good, gentle hike with beautiful views of the Mediterranean. Thank you for joining me on another couple of days in the Côte d'Azur. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, as I am very excited to bring you lots of new places in the coming videos.